Fiona, thank you. On BBC London, the Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer. Hello, welcome to the programme. I'm Samantha Simmonds. First tonight, the Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer has strongly defended his decision to suspend Diane Abbott as a Labour MP. It's pending an investigation into a letter she wrote about racism to the Observer newspaper. In it, she suggested that Jewish, Irish and traveller people had not faced the same kind of racism as black people. She later apologised for her remarks. Lakshmi Gopal has been following the developments in North London. Now, it's an issue which divides opinion and one where claims over the impact of the expansion of the ultra-low emission zone have been fiercely contested. But exactly how many Londoners will be affected once the zone reaches outer London? Well, it's a question our political editor Tim Donovan has been looking into. For more on the expansion of the ultra-low emission zone, including claims made by those supporting it and those against, just head to the BBC London website, or you can, of course, use the BBC News app and search for London. Now let's take a look at some of the day's other news in brief. A 42-year-old man from the East End of London to former head judge on Strictly Come Dancing, Len Goodman, has died at the age of 78. He'd been treated for bone cancer. As well as starring on Strictly, he was known to many as the dance teacher from Dartford. Wendy Harrell looks back at his love of London. Well, many people who've worked with Len Goodman have been paying tribute today. Amongst those is the broadcaster and winner of the 7th series of Strictly, Chris Hollands, who joins me now. Hi, Chris. There you are. Great to see you. Thanks very much for being with us. So what are your overriding memories of Len? What will you remember about him the most?
Well, I always prefer...
Great to get Chris's thoughts there on Len Goodman. Lots more to come on the programme, including... Now, this year's London Marathon was the biggest ever, according to organisers, with a record number of runners taking part. Over 48,000 amateur runners broke 45 Guinness World Records, including Richard Allison for quickest while dressed as a three-dimensional dinosaur. And an estimated £60 million is expected to be raised for charity. Well, in a moment, we'll meet one man who over the years has run, walked and even crawled to the finish line, dressing up as George and the Dragon, a deep-sea diver and even a snail. First, though, let's have a look at some of the highlights from yesterday's race. Another great race yesterday. Well, joining me now is Lloyd Scott, who yesterday completed his 20th and final London Marathon, dressed, as you can see, in this very outfit, the indestructible Captain Scarlet. Well, over the years, he's completed the marathon dressed as everything from a deep-sea diver to Indiana Jones. You've raised over £6 million personally for charities over the years. Congratulations. How was yesterday? How did it compare to all the others as Captain Scarlet?
It felt like the Mistrons had got me a few times around the course. I really didn't feel that well and was actually sick between 10 miles, 10 and 11.
Oh, no.
So still a long way to go. But yeah, got round with the support of the people from the Sarcoma charity, family, friends, and I finished at 8:30 last night.
Oh, my goodness. That's a tough one.
It was tough, yeah.
Oh, well, congratulations. What has inspired you over the years to keep going, but in so many crazy outfits? I mean, this one here is the one that most people might remember. This is your deep-sea diver outfit. Exactly, yeah. And you brought it in, and I actually can't lift this up with one arm. I don't know whether I'm weak or it's very heavy, but I think it's actually very heavy, isn't it? What on earth inspired you? I mean, this is just the helmet. You had the whole outfit on. Why?
I think going right back to that, I looked at the rhinos that are still going. I thought, oh, yeah, great costumes.
It sounds like a tough one, yes. So thank you for coming in and congratulations for all you've done over the years. Thank you. Now, of course, one of the marathon landmarks is the Tower of London. It's one of the most popular tourist attractions here in the capital. It's also a unique home to some of the people who work there and their families. So what's it like to live at the Tower of London? Well, Megan Clawson, a daughter of one of the Beefeaters, has been telling us her life is a bit like a fairy tale. Our very lucky Megan Clawson there, living right at the Tower of London. Now, in just under 3 weeks, and for the first time in 25 years, the UK is going to host Eurovision. Our entrant this year is May Muller from North London. She is, of course, busy preparing for her performance, but she did find time today to pop back to her old school in Tufnell Park to chat to students there. Frankie McCamley went along as well. Time for a look at the weather now. Here's Katerina. Hi, Katerina.
Samantha, good evening to you. Out there at the moment, it is quite cloudy and we are expecting that rain to fall quite heavy at times. But this morning, it really wasn't too bad. We had some decent sunny spells and we held on to those for quite some time. It was much later on this afternoon. Cloud amounts did increase and we're actually going to hold on to that cloud right through this evening with outbreaks of rain. The good news, though, is that rain will clear. So overnight tonight, it'll be drier and clearer. I'd say an improving picture tomorrow, although it's going to be bitterly cold at first thing. There's going to be plenty of sunshine through the morning, but more cloud will build through the afternoon. Still well broken, though, to allow for those sunny spells. So we've got this occlusion just here. That's what's bringing the rain. Eventually, that will sink southeastwards, and just behind, it will be drier and clearer. But we're going to start to draw in this colder Arctic airflow. So tonight, we're actually expecting a widespread frost into tomorrow morning. But we're going to start off this evening with plenty of rain. The green in that rain indicates the heaviest bursts, and that's where we may hear the odd rumble of thunder. But that rain will clear away. Overnight tonight, it is going to be drier. It is going to be much clearer, as I mentioned, very cold with a widespread frost. Our temperatures expected to dip to around 1 to 3 degrees Celsius. So although tomorrow morning it will be bitterly cold first thing, there'll be plenty of sunshine from the get-go and it will be mostly dry. Now through the afternoon, we are expecting more cloud to start to build. But that cloud is going to be very well broken. So it's not going to completely cloud over. We're still going to get some sunny spells and not too much of a breeze around tomorrow too. We're looking at highs of around 12 degrees Celsius. It also stays quite settled through tomorrow night. There'll be variable amounts of cloud, some clear spells occasionally. Again, not too much of a breeze around. Temperatures lifting ever so slightly, but it is going to stay quite chilly with temperatures dipping to around 3 to 4 degrees Celsius. Wednesday, we're in for quite a cloudy day. There will be spells of rain at times. More cloud around also through Thursday with showers or longer spells of rain. But notice our temperatures by Friday should be up to around 17 degrees Celsius. Samantha.
Oh, phew, Katerina, something to look forward to. Thank you very much. Now, just before we go, a reminder of the main headline tonight. There's growing criticism of the government's lack of help to evacuate British citizens. The country has seen more than a week of... That is it from me. There's always more on our website, of course, and social media, including a selection of some of the best pictures from yesterday's record-breaking London Marathon. Victoria Hollins will be here with your late news at the usual time of 10:30. But for now, from all of us, have a very good evening.